online students will be responding to short window.
All the online students, could you please respond in the chat window. Online students, could you please respond in the chat window? Right. Take with the new heading. Write with the new heading. Right. Take with the new heading. Mention the auto IT and Skuli. Write with the new heading. Mention the auto IT and Skuli. Write with the main heading. Mention the auto IT and Skuli. Under that, write with the heading. Mention that auto IT. All the online students also write with the new heading. Write with the new heading. Mention that auto IT and Skuli. Under that, write with the new heading. Mention that auto IT. Okay. Right. So let's understand what exactly mean by this and how exactly we can take care about in utilizing these particular tools here. So as simple, we used to be take care about in working with this particular aspect of Selenium automation. So while working this particular aspect of Selenium tool, while working this particular Selenium tool, we got different type of possibilities or different type of options to get integrate with that particular respective features. I mean, according to the project requirement, based on that particular project requirement, we can take care about in integrating that particular Selenium tool with the different type of features. That is how we done with our hybrid framework. As part of that particular hybrid framework, we got take care about in integrating the TestNG, TestSuite, Log4j, Jenkins. If you just consider all these things, not like related to Selenium. Selenium is totally different. All these things has been totally different according to that particular project requirement. We need to be get take care about in integrating all that particular required features here. Now, continued with the same, while working this particular aspect, continued with the same, while working this particular aspect of Selenium automation. Along with these things, we got an option to get take care about in integrating with Auto IT, or we can integrate with Skuli. So let's understand what exactly mean by all these things and how we can take care about these particular things. The first understanding, Selenium is totally different automation tool, and then Auto IT, totally different automation tool, and then Skuli, totally different automation tool. There is no way of connectivity. There is no way of connectivity of these particular things. We can say that Selenium is totally different. Auto IT is totally different. And Skuli is totally different. All these are different type of automation tools which has been available in the market like UTP, Selenium, Cucumber, Skuli, Auto IT. We are having a number of tools are there. We need to be get take care about a number of tools are available in the market according to the requirement. We need to be get utilizing it. Now we are not learning the whole tool of Auto IT and Skuli. How we got learn with that particular Selenium tool, how we have been discussing about that particular whole Selenium tool. It's not like you have been taking care about in doing with all the activities in that particular Auto IT tool. While working with Selenium, while working with Selenium, how we can utilize the Auto IT tool. That is what we need to be get comfortable in understanding. That is what we need to be get take care about what exactly the steps to be followed. If you want to work with combination of Selenium with Auto IT, if you want to be get work with Selenium with Auto IT, what exactly the steps need to be followed, that is what we need to be get understand on that. So let's take care about what exactly that particular steps need to be followed. Okay. In that first thing, if I'm taking with Selenium, if you are working with Selenium, what is the drawback of Selenium? Drawback of Selenium. Yeah. Drawback of Selenium. Drawback of Selenium, guys. What is it? We can automate only web applications. The main drawback of Selenium automation tool, by using Selenium, we can automate only web applications. We cannot automate anything related to Windows. Assume that as an example, when you are working with this particular respective tool, let's take care about in considering that particular respective project, I mean, which we can take care about that particular respective HRMS application. While working this particular application, this is we need to be get considering the web application. This is related to web application. We are able to get automate this particular application. So while automating or while working this particular application, we got a functionality of add employee. We are able to get add that particular employee by providing that particular first name and then providing last name and then click on save. In between, we got an option. What is it? That choose file. Nothing but file upload. If I'm taking with this functionality, if I just click on the button, if I just click on that particular button, it has been got open one particular window. As simple, we used to be get mentioned that file upload window. This particular one, we are clearly mentioning that it is file upload window. So that is one particular window which cannot be able to automate by using Selenium. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Previously, we done with the program of automating the functionality of file upload. But if you remember that particular program, in that program, did we done the click activity on that button? No. The program we discussed about file upload using Selenium, we have not done with click activity. Rather than doing the click activity, just we provided part of the file. What exactly the file you want to upload, we got provided part of that particular file. We have not done with approach of clicking on the button, because once we got click on the button, it got open one particular window. It has been open one particular window. So this is one particular window which cannot be able to automate by using Selenium. Now, the conclusion, while working with Selenium automation, what is the drawback of Selenium tool? We can automate only web-based applications. We cannot automate anything related to Windows. So while working web application, if we got any functionalities related to Windows, while working with web application, if we got any functionalities related to Windows, we cannot automate that particular functionality. Because of that, to get automate that kind of functionality, along with Selenium, we can utilize some other tool. In that, what are the tools? Auto IT or Skuli, or which we can take care about, considering that, what is that RC? That particular RC, robot class. What is it? Robot class. So if I'm taking with that particular RC, mention that robot class. Remote control, that is according to the Selenium. Selenium can't automate. If I'm taking with this particular RC, which is mentioned robot class, which we are already discussed, functionality of robot class. Yeah. Functionality of robot class. We discussed about robot class, guys. What is the purpose? What is the functionality of robot class? Open the notebooks. Doesn't make any problem at all. Functionality of robot class. What is it? Keyboard actions. The functionality of robot class, we can say that keyboard actions. Advantage of robot class, it will support web-based applications and Windows-based applications. The advantage of robot class, it will support web-based applications and Windows-based applications. So according to that particular requirement, we can take care about in utilizing all that particular respective options here. Now, the whole concept is while working with Selenium automation, if you want to get automate anything related to Windows, to get automate any functionalities related to the Windows, we can utilize Selenium with Auto-IT and Selenium with Skuli and Selenium with robot class. The syntax of robot class we are already done. Taking with that particular robot is one predefined class. In that particular one, you are taking the syntax of key press and then taking with key release. That is what you will be taking with that particular respective syntax. In the same way, we need to understand how exactly we can utilize this particular Auto-IT. Let's understand. The very first thing, if I'm taking with Selenium, by using Selenium, we can automate only web-based applications. By using Selenium, we can automate only web-based applications. In the same way, by using Auto-IT, we can automate only window-based applications. So how we are mentioning that Selenium is purely related to web-based applications. If I'm taking with Selenium, it has been used purely related to web-based applications. In the same way, if I'm taking with this particular respective Auto-IT, it has been purely related to Windows-based applications. By using Auto-IT, we can automate only Windows-based applications. Like quite opposite. Selenium is purely related to web-based applications. Auto-IT purely related to Windows-based applications. No way of connectivity. When you work in the real time, related to open source. If you are thinking about open source tool, meaning of open source, free of cost. If you are thinking about open source tools related to web-based applications, the first preference will go with Selenium. In the same way, related to Windows-based applications, the first preference it will go with Auto-IT. But for now, we are not worried about in installing the tool and writing with all the code and automating the whole Windows-based application. We are not worried about in automating. We are not worried about in automating with the whole Windows-based application. We are taking care about web-based applications, nothing but Selenium. While working Selenium, if you want to work with Selenium with Auto-IT, what exactly the steps to be followed? You doesn't require to get installed any of the tool or writing with the code. You are not worried about all those things here. Even in the interviews also, you will not be getting any major questions related to Auto-IT. In case in any of the interview, if they're asking that how you can work with Selenium with Auto IT, you need to be get comfortable. You need to be get comfortable in explaining what exactly the steps to be followed. In real time also, a very rare cases, you will have a chance of working with the combination. Just take care about what exactly the steps to be followed while working with Selenium with Auto IT, or if you want to work with Selenium with Auto IT, what exactly the steps need to be followed. We are just taking care about that particular steps only, looking to the step, not like mandatory that, not like mandatory that you need to take care about. It doesn't like mandatory that need to be get take care about in taking with all the practice as part of interview. Just make a note of steps only. Just make a note of the steps. All online students also make a note of that particular respective steps. Just make a note of that particular respective steps. Oh. Write the first step. Write the first step. Download and install. Download and install autoit.exe. Write with the first step. Download and install autoit.exe. Take the next step. Open AutoIT script editor. Open AutoIT script editor. Open AutoIT script editor. Now, take the next step. Write AutoIT code. Write AutoIT code for upload functionality. Write AutoIT code for upload functionality. Within a brackets, mention the VB script. Within a brackets, mention the VB script. Next, create upload.exe file. Create upload.exe file using AutoIT. Using AutoIT. Create upload.exe file using AutoIT. No. After that, take with the next one. Access upload.exe file in Selenium program. Access upload.exe file in Selenium program. Under that, write with the statement runtime dot get runtime dot get runtime dot exe. Runtime dot get runtime dot exe. Runtime dot get runtime dot exe. Okay. Let's understand what exactly mean by this? When you're taking with this particular interview, in case of interview has been asking that how you can work with Selenium with Auto IT, you need to be get comfortable in explaining these particular steps. In that, the first step. What is the first step? Download and install autoit.exe. That is just an a.exe file. You need to take care about downloading that particular .exe file and need to be get installed. That will be taking with download and install autoit.exe. After that, what is the next one? Open Auto IT script editor. I mean, it's the same concept of Eclipse. What is the use of Eclipse? Writing the programs and executing the program. In case of working with Selenium program, we are taking with the help of Java syntax. Because of that particular program directly we can write in Eclipse editor. But if I'm taking with Auto IT is not utilizing that particular Java. Auto IT taking the help of web-based script. If I'm taking with Auto IT, the programming it will be taking with web-based script considering the scripting language. That particular code of web-based script we can't write in Eclipse here. Because of that, once it got installed, that particular Auto IT, once it got installed, that particular Auto IT itself as part of installation. Once that particular installation is completed, as part of installation, it will take care about in installing that particular Auto IT editor. Because of that, after completion of the installation, it can take care about in open with Auto IT script editor. As you got an editor, you can take care about writing with the program with the respective of Auto IT. You can try for any functionality. As an example, we mentioned that upload functionality. According to that particular requirement, you can take care about writing with the code for any functionality. For now, we just mentioned that upload. You will write the code, but you are writing with the code in the Auto IT tool. Our target Selenium. By default, we cannot combine these two tools here. Because of that, once you write with the code, what exactly the code have been written. Once you write with the code, what exactly the code have been written, that particular code you are converting into .exe file related to Auto IT, what exactly the code is there. So that particular code you are converting into .exe file. Once it has been converted into .exe file, now that particular .exe file available in your local system. So now the final target, that particular .exe file, we need to get access in. Selenium program. So related to Auto IT, related to auto IT in case of any of the interviewer related to auto IT in case of any of the interviewer if they want to ask a question. In case of they want to ask a question, there is a chance you may expect. There is a chance you may expect only one particular question in saying that how to access .exe file in Selenium program related to auto IT you can expect only one question. The one question, how to access .exe file in Selenium program. How to access .exe file in the Selenium program. That is what the only one question you can expect. So if I'm taking with that particular question, for that particular question, the answer, what is answer? Runtime dot get runtime dot exe. So we can write the statement considering that runtime dot get runtime dot exe and providing path of that particular file. You need to take care about in providing path of that particular respective file. So that is what we need to begin. That is what we need to begin take care about in providing. So the one we will be taking with runtime dot get runtime dot exe. So this is how we can take care about in working or utilizing this particular respective auto IT tool. I'm not installing any of the tool. We are not writing any of the program. You are not at all worried about on that. Just take care about in explaining that particular respective steps here. So if I'm taking with that particular interviewer, if they are taking care about in asking the question of how we can work with Selenium with auto IT, you need to be get comfortable in explaining these particular steps here. Along with that, related to auto IT, you can expect only one question. What is the question? What is it? How to access .exe file in Selenium program. What is the answer? We can use a statement of runtime dot get runtime dot exe. This is what you need to be get comfortable. This is what you need to be get comfortable in taking care about utilizing with other statement to get access that particular .exe file. Just take care about the step. You're not worried about all that particular installation, all that particular code. Nothing to worried about at all. Along with that, we can utilize one more tool. What is that particular tool name? What is it? Skuli. So if I'm taking with this particular Skuli tool, same as Selenium. If I'm taking with the Skuli tool is same as Selenium. That means how you are working with that particular respective Selenium tool. In the same way, you can utilize this particular Skuli tool also. as simple according to our understanding. If you want to work with Selenium, what do you record? What is it? Jar files. Based on jar files, what you can access? Packages. Based on packages, class. Based on the class, what is it? Method. Use of the method to perform action. The same thing applied in Skuli also. That means if we want to work with Skuli, you need to take care about jar files. To get work with Skuli, you have to take care about Skuli related jar files. Based on that jar files, what you can access? What is it? Packages. Based on packages, what you can access? Class. Based on the class, taking with method. Use of the method to perform action. So while working this particular Skuli also, you need to take care about and followed with the same thing. When you work with Selenium automation, while working the Selenium automation, what exactly the steps has been followed, you are taking care about in following with the same steps here. Just need to download. Just need to download that particular Selenium jar file. You need to take care about in downloading that particular Selenium jar file. Once you got download that particular Selenium jar file, you need to take care about in providing that particular continued the steps here. Everything you need to follow the step same as Selenium. But why this tool introduced in the market? As it is same of Selenium, what exactly make you the difference between the Skuli tool and other automation tool? If I'm taking with this particular respective Skuli tool, when you compare with other automation tools, what exactly it will make with the difference? See that. First thing, Selenium is supporting web-based applications. AutoIT is supporting Windows-based application. When you are working with this particular respective Skuli tool, this particular Skuli tool, it will support for web-based applications. It will support for web-based applications. At the same time, it will support for Windows-based applications. If I'm taking with this particular respective Skuli, it will support for web-based applications and it will support for Windows-based applications. Along with that, it will support for mobile applications. If I'm taking with Skuli, if I'm taking with this particular respective Skuli, it will support for web-based applications and it will support for Windows-based applications and it will support for mobile applications. So according to the requirement, we can utilize that particular tool. So when you are working this particular Skuli tool, it has been supporting for web-based applications and Windows-based applications and taking with mobile applications. Along with this, it will take care about in utilizing the programming of Java. So while working with this particular Skuli, it has been taking care about in working with the programming of Java here. I mean, because of it has been supporting with Java programming, you doesn't require to get install any of the extra things. As usual, you will be taking with Eclipse. Just will take care about that particular Eclipse. In that particular Eclipse, for your Selenium project or for any project, you can add Selenium jar file. Along with that, you can take care about adding with Skuli jar file, and you can continue doing with the programming. The whole Skuli, it has been continued with that particular respective Java syntax. All these things are perfectly okay, but the main difference between the Skuli tool and other automation tool, the main difference is while working with Selenium or any tool, Selenium tool, QTP tool, or some other tool, we are taking care about in identifying with object. Will take care about in identifying with object. Without identifying the object, we can't continue our automation testing. It is mandatory that need to be get take care about in continued that particular respective automation. It is mandatory that need to be get take care about in continued that particular respective automation. Now, see the understanding. If I'm taking with Selenium tool or QTP tool to identify that particular object, maximum you can utilize name, ID, XPath. Maximum you will try to work with name, ID, XPath. You may try with Selenium tool or you may try with any other tool. Maximum of the time you will take care about in utilizing these particular respective options here. You may work with name, you may work with ID, or you may work with XPath. But while working Skuli, while working with the Skuli, no concept of name, no concept of ID, and no concept of XPath. While working with the Skuli tool, there is no concept of name, no concept of ID, and there is no concept of this particular XPath. Then how the tool is working? How the tool is working? You are taking care about in identifying object based on images. This is what exactly the main difference between other automation tool and Skuli automation tool. The main difference between other automation tool and then taking with Skuli tool, we can say that while working with Skuli tool, taking care about while working this particular Skuli tool, we are taking care about in identifying, we are taking care about in identifying with the help of images. No concept of name and there is no concept of ID, no concept of XPath. Assume that you want to enter username. You have to take the snap of the text box. You want to enter password. You need to take the snap of the password text box. You want to click on the button. You need to take the snap. You need to take image of that particular button. Where exactly you want to perform the required action. You have to take care. You need to take care about in performing that particular respective action. You need to take care about in performing that particular respective action. So now, as simple, the whole conclusion while working this particular respective Skuli tool, we are taking care about identifying with the objects. While working this particular Skuli, we are taking care about in identifying that particular object with the help of images. Everything you need to take care about that particular snap of that. Just an example. If you want to be get perform any kind of activity, as an example, I can say that if you just take care about, you want to wait for particular window, you need to take image of that. Methods are similar to Selenium. For entering the username, you need to take image of that particular text box providing the username. In case of password, image of that particular password providing the password. As simple, any activity you want to perform with the help of Skuli. It has been working based on images. If you want to get perform any kind of activity, we need to take care about based on that particular respective images. Let's understand an example to get in a clear picture. As an example, if I want to get start work with Skuli. If you want to work with Skuli, what do you require? Jar file. You need to take care about downloading that particular jar file. To download that particular jar file, just you can type Skuli Launchpad. Just in Google, you can type as just in that particular Google, you can take care about in typing as Skuli Launchpad. If I'm taking with this particular one, you need to just take care about in typing as Skuli Launchpad. Then you will be getting the first website. From that particular website, you need to download that particular jar file. Just you can make a note of this particular URL. Just make a note of this URL. By that, directly from that particular website. You can download the Skuli jar file. You can directly go to that particular website and you can take care about downloading that particular Skuli jar file. Right. Oh. Now, you can directly go to this particular URL. In that particular URL, that is just one individual jar file. You need to download. You need to download Skuli X API. You need to download the jar file of Skuli X API for Windows. Just only one particular individual jar file. You need to take care about downloading one particular individual jar file, considering that the jar file name mentioned that Skuli X API related to Windows. That one jar file you need to be download. The one jar file you need to be download, and then you need to be get added to the project. Adding the jar file, the same steps will be followed. Adding with the jar file, the same steps will be followed. Once I got add with the jar file, based on jar file, what you can access? Package. Based on package, class. Based on the class, method. Use of the method to perform action according to our automation. Performing the action, nothing but developing automation script. Developing automation script is done based on, what is it? Manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, we need to be get develop that particular automation scripts here. As usual, according to your project, we need to take care about that particular respective manual step. According to that particular project, you need to take care about that particular respective manual step. Based on that particular manual step, you need to be get take care about. Based on that particular manual step, you have to take care about in developing automation script. All programming concept is same. It will take care about that project, creating the package, creating the class. All the programming steps are same. Previously, how you done with Selenium, similar thing it will follow. The only difference is object identification. While working with Selenium, you find the object by using that name or ID or XPath. You got other options also according to that particular requirement. But while working this particular Skuli, there is no concept of ID, no concept of name, and no concept of XPath. How we are finding objects in Skuli? By using images. If we want to be get perform any kind of activity, to perform any kind of activity, you need to be get take care about. You need to be get take care about in taking with snap of that particular image and then need to be get continued that particular automation. For now, as an example, if I'm taking with this particular Eclipse, I want to automate the steps. The steps I want to automate is having the minimize icon. Let minimize icon. Now, see the steps I want to automate. I want to automate steps of click on minimize icon. First, I want to perform click activity on minimize. After that, I want to just go with double click. I want to just go with double click on edit plus. After that, I want to go with close. Again, I want to take double click on this PC and then need to take with close. Just randomly, I can take with any of the step. You can take care about in automating any of the step, because while working this particular Skuli, it has been supporting web-based applications, Windows-based applications, mobile applications. We can take care about in automating any of the step. So if I'm taking with first step, what is the first step we need to automate? Click on minimize icon of the Eclipse. Eclipse is web-based application or Windows-based application? Eclipse is web-based application, Windows-based application, or both, or none of the above? Both. None of the above. Okay, why both? See the understanding. How we can confirm, how we can decide this is in a web application and this is in a Windows based application. How we can confirm, how we can decide either it has been web based application or Windows based application. In simple, application. In simple, how we can confirm either it has been web based or it has been window based. How we can say is, in simple, application open in browser. Application open in browser and running on browser. Application open in browser and running in browser. Consider as web-based applications. The applications open by browser, running on browser, consider as web-based application. The best example, you are adapting application, HRMS application. How you are opening your HRMS application? You got to open the browser and you are entering the URL. It is running on browser. Adapting application, you open the browser and then you enter the URL. In the same way, Gmail, Flipkart, Amazon, all these applications are web-based applications because it got opened by browser. It has been opened by browser and running on browser. If I'm taking with Eclipse, when you guys are practicing the Eclipse in your laptop, if you want to open the Eclipse, how you got to open the Eclipse? మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో ఎక్లిప్స్ ఎలా ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నారు? Yeah. Browser. Eclipse is installed or not? Training is about to complete it, sir. Shifted delete is done. Eclipse is there, right? In your laptop, Eclipse is available. So if you want to open the Eclipse, how you are opening the Eclipse? Eclipse ఎలా ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నారు? Yeah. In your laptop, you downloaded Eclipse folder. You done with extract. You got Eclipse icon. Double click on Eclipse icon. That is what you followed, or any new technique you followed. No new technique, right? So you have been taking care about clicking on Eclipse icon. See the understanding. When you are taking with the Eclipse, is that you are opening the browser and then you are opening the Eclipse? Yeah. You have an Eclipse is there, right? You are just taking care about doing the double click. That is what you've done, right? Or your system is totally different. Updated. Whenever you are taking with the Eclipse, it's not like first you are opening the browser and then in the browser, is that you are entering Eclipse URL? Is that talent you got? No, right? You are not opening the Eclipse by using the browser. In your laptop, you got that Eclipse software. You are just taking with double click on Eclipse icon and then Eclipse got open. So that is what you are taking with Eclipse. Otherwise, the best understanding having the Excel in your laptop, Excel software or Excel file. How you are opening the Excel file? Double click you are doing, right? Yes or no, guys? You are just taking care about double click on Excel file and then you are open. That means the concept is application open by .exe file or setup file. Application open by .exe file or setup file consider as window based applications. Any application open by .exe file or setup file consider that Windows based application. In simple, any application open by browser running on browser consider as web based application. Any application open by setup file and setup file or taking with .exe file consider as Windows based application. Now, if I'm taking Eclipse is web based or window based? Web based or window based? Or both? Why window based? Open by setup file or .exe file. So that is what considering the Windows based. Or still, if you want to understand, very simple way, applications working with internet consider as web based. Applications working without internet, Windows based. To open your Eclipse, do you require internet? You require internet or not? Yes or no? It doesn't require. To get to open the Eclipse, it doesn't require any internet. But if you want to open or HRMS application, required internet? Yes or no? Required internet. That is what your simple understanding. The applications which has been required internet consider as web-based applications. The applications which we doesn't require internet, Windows-based application. Okay. Now, I want to automate these steps. Let's see that how exactly we can automate. As usual, I need to take care about downloading the jar file, and then I need to add that particular jar file to that project. Adding with the jar file, adding with the jar file, you will be getting followed. Adding with the jar file, you will be getting followed with the same steps here. You need to take care about the same step. Considering the configure build path and then taking with library stub and taking with class path and then taking care about add external jar. What is the jar file name? Jar file name. Skuli X API. So in the jar file name, you have to take care about considering that Skuli X API for Windows. That particular jar file you need to get added. Once it is giving error. Okay, that I look into that. Let's say that. So once I got that particular one, you need to take care about doing all that particular respective program activity. The programming steps will be the same. You need to take care about in creating with that particular respective class that you will be taking care about considering that Skuli. After that, doing all the programming steps are same. If you require HTML report, what you will use? Testing according to your comfortable. For now, I'm just taking care about utilizing this particular respective main method. You can go with testing or you can go with main method according to your respective comfortable. You need to take care about mentioning that utilizing that particular respective step. Okay. So now we need to take care about in writing with the code related to test step. If I'm taking with that particular test step, first step, what is the first step we need to automate? Click on minimize. After that, double click on edit place. After that, close. After that, double click on this PC. After that, close. These are the steps I want to automate. If I want to automate these steps while working Selenium, Skuli, while working Skuli tool, while working this particular Skuli, the Skuli tool is working based on images. Jar files okay. Why? My problem ఏంది నువ్వే నీ క్లాస్లో ప్రాబ్లం ఏమైనా ఉంటే బయటకు వెళ్ళు నా క్లాసెస్ డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకండి ఇప్పుడు చాలాసార్లు చెప్పాను So while working that particular respective Skuli part, the Skuli is working based on images. If you want to begin, work with the Skuli tool. If I want to perform the click activity, first I need to recognize this object. Selenium, no worries at all. You're taking the inspect, you're taking that particular HTML code. But in Skuli, no concept of name, no concept of ID. You have to just recognize this object based on images. Because of that, first you have to take care about in recognizing all that particular images. Nothing but while working with Selenium, how you identify each and every individual object in the same way while working with the Skuli also. First, you need to be get comfortable taking with that particular test step. According to the test step, you need to take care about in recognizing that object. According to my test step, I need to click on this. I need to identify this object. That means I need to take snap of this image. So how we can do that? By using snipping tool. You need to take care about that particular snipping tool, and you have to take care about image of that. By taking snap of the image, you guys need to be more careful because Skuli tool is working based on images. Whenever it is executing the program, while recognizing that object, it will try to recognize including image resolution and pixel. A small pixel having the difference, your program will fail. Because of that, 100% when you are practicing your Skuli program, your program will be fail. Your program will fail because of that particular object identification. But anyway, you can try it once. You need to be more careful while taking with this particular object. Very accurately, you have to take care about taking that image and do it save. You can take care about doing with the save. You can take care about do the save in any of the path. That doesn't make any problem. You can save in any of the path. That doesn't make any problem. But I'm just taking care about in save in project workspace. Okay. That is one object. After that, I required edit plus. Again, taking with that particular edit plus, you need to be more accurate taking with that particular save. Okay. After edit plus, we need to take with close. Let me take image of that. Any step you want to automate, you need to take image of that. Whatever the step you want to automate, you have to take image of that. You need to be clear about the test step. According to the test step, you have to take care. According to the test step, you need to take care about in having with that particular object identification and just taking with that particular close. So in this way, you have to take care about in identifying all the objects here. Now, I just save all the images in the project workspace. I done with save activity. I done with save activity in the project workspace. Because of that, if I just done with refresh, I will get all the objects. Got all the objects here? Just I done with the save in this folder. I just done with the save in this folder. Because of that, once I done with the refresh, I got all the objects. Now we can continue programming. Programming, regular step. Need to perform action. How we can perform the action? How you can perform the action? By using method. Methods are available in class. Class available in package. Package available in, what is it? Jar file. Because of that, we downloaded the jar file and then added it to project. Continued that step. For accessing the method, how we can access a method? How we can access a method? By using object. To create object, what is the syntax? Class name, object name equal to new class name. The regular syntax. I'm taking with class name. I'm taking with that particular class name and then object name equal to taking with new class name. Giving an error. Why it is giving an error? We need to be get import that particular package related to Skuli. Related to Skuli, you need to be get take care about in importing that particular respective package. After that, writing the code as usual. Skuli methods, more easy. Skuli methods. Assume that you want to perform click activity. If you want to perform click activity, you got in a method. What is the method you got? Click. In the same way, assume that you want to perform double click. If you want to perform double click, what is the method name? What is the method name? Double click. You got in a method name of double click. Assume that you want to perform right click. Method name? Right click. You got in a method name taking with right click. You are able to see some methods related to the swipe activity, your mobile automation. Related to that particular mobile automation, you can utilize that particular required method. For now, I'm just taking with click activity and then I need to wait for some particular time, just providing that particular wait statement, just providing that particular respective wait statement. Okay. Now we need to be get informed where we have to perform click activity. So click activity, I need to perform on minimize. That image we are already taken. I saved in the local system. I'm just providing path of that. I'm just providing path of that particular one. Okay. Next, once I done with minimize, we need to go with double click. We need to go with double click on edit plus. We need to go with double click on edit plus. What is that name? Edit. The image name I given as a edit. Okay. And then I will be giving wait statement. Okay. Just I'll just provide that particular wait statement. Okay. After that, what is the next step need to be done? Close. That is click activity. Taking with click need to be get provide image of that. We need to be get provide image of that. That image name we given us close. Okay. After that, providing wait statement. Providing that particular respective wait statement. Okay. After that, what is the next step? Sorry. We need to go with double click. So we need to go with in performing double click. We need to provide path of that. That I will be taking. What is it? PC. Okay. After that, providing wait statement just to see that how execution is done. And then finally taking with close. Again, click activity. Again, click activity. Need to be get provide. We need to be get provide path of that considering that close one. So in this way, we can take care about in this way, we can take care about in providing that particular respective code. Syntax is the same as Selenium. Just you need to take care about that particular object identification. Let me try to execute. Either it will work or give an error. Run as Java application. So we need to be get take care about. Okay. That part I look into that. So just for now, I'll try to execute the previous program. Let's see that. Let's see that. To just see that how the execution will be done. So if I'm taking with that particular respective execution, you can see that how it has to take care about execution. Minimize on that, edit plus, and then close. After that, the spacey. After that, close. Okay. So that is how your execution will be done. Just let's see that. Let me run once again. I'll just take care about once again. So we'll able to see that the mouse movements also, the cursor, it will move to that particular respective element and it will take care about in executing it. So when you guys are practicing 100%, you will get an error related to that particular respective image, related to that particular object identification, you will get an error. But anyway, just you can try to take care about writing that particular program. just you can download, just you can take care about in downloading that particular respective jar file and then take care about adding to that particular respective project and you can take care about in continued that particular step. So in this way, we can take care about in utilizing that particular respective auto IT and then taking with Skuli. When you are working in the real time, when you are working in the real time, it is not like mandatory that it's not like mandatory that you will go with all these things here, but according to that particular project requirement, you have to take care about utilizing these particular concepts here. So with this, we are completing functional testing. What is it? Functional testing. Next, we have to take care about non-functional testing. As part of non-functional testing, first we need to take care about API testing. So that is what we need to start. So from tomorrow, we'll go with that particular API testing. All that concepts are same. The what we discussed in the previous thing. It's not like any new thing you will be doing it. Previously, what exactly we done, the same thing we'll be doing, but need to be get understand what exactly make the difference of that functional testing, non-functional testing. So that will understand from tomorrow. That will be take